Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. Today's video is a full build guide for the Dom Pedro, a brand new weapon available with the Burning Springs update in Fallout 76. And we're going to be taking it over to the Snake boss, the ENO6 boss, to see what kind of damage it can do there. And, well, I do need to tell you right now, it one-phases ENO6. More on that later in the video. We're also taking it headhunting, or bounty hunting, whatever it is. It's definitely a headhunting weapon. With this build guide, you'll be able to go bounty hunting in style and one-shot your foes, your enemies, on sight. But before we get into it, make sure you hit like and subscribe so you never miss an upload. Turn on bell notification too so that you're alerted whenever I stream or upload. Orange, since this is your build, how about you tell us about it? I want to know what's so special about the Dom Pedro.
Well, I'll start with like the ENO6. To one stage ENO6, you're gonna have to put a lot of work into it. So I don't necessarily recommend it. In order to do it, you're gonna have to use that like free legendary slot that I gave. You're gonna have to use that for like follow through to get the most damage out of the crits. And you'll have to use a pinpointers version. And you can do it. It'll barely squeak by on ENO6, but I just want to show that it is doable to, to attain that level of DPS to beat it. But what makes the hand cannon pretty unique is the penetrating explosive part. So when it penetrates the enemy, just picture it this way. When it enters the enemy, it's gonna explode, and then as it's exiting the enemy, it explodes again. So you're gonna see, whenever you're firing this weapon, you're gonna see two explosive numbers pop up, and that's just because the bullet is like entering, exiting, doing damage. And if for whatever reason, if enemies line up, it will just, collateral through all the enemies. Another cool thing is, even though the AP cost is really, really high, because the fire rate is so slow on it, putting conductors on this does just mean infinite VATs, which feels great. And I highly recommend Quad. Quad by far felt the best for this weapon. The best modification makes it 4. And the reason that one's the best is because it increases your chance to not consume ammo by 21%. That's just like an inherent effect that ends up on the weapon, where it has a 21% chance to not use ammo when it fires. It just adds a bullet to your clip. Super nice.
What mod is that?
The mod that does that is the Fortunate 4 magazine.
Okay.
Just increase. The other one would make it 6, and then it's a 16% chance, I think I saw. But since we're running quad, the extra 2 shots in the magazine doesn't really matter, and having an extra like 5% to not consume that shot in the magazine makes more sense to me. And it performed better. And since the AP cost is so high, not only are we able to infinitely VATs, but we're able to dip into Number Cruncher for a very big bonus. So the AP cost on this weapon is going to be 34. You're going to get 68% additive damage bonus from that one card. So that feels fantastic. So I would say those are probably the biggest unique things about it. And it does feel great. It sounds amazing when you fire it, and the reload animation is so nice. I find myself just fidgeting with it.
What was the highest crit damage that you saw?
The highest crit I saw was 26,000.
Dang.
Yeah, that was the highest number that I saw in ENO6. And obviously I'm fully buffed up. Like, I left no buff on the table.
What's its DPS, like if you were to rate it like we rated our tier list?
Its DPS is... It's going to change from the context from the Snake to ENO6. So like in the context of like ENO6, I'd probably put it like at a DPS is like 2.5. It's probably where it's at for DPS. It's just because the fire rate is so slow. But it feels great. But if it hit harder, I think it would overtake. The Snake, it's only going to really do the Snake in around like 2.5 minutes. And the range is only 129, which kind of feels wrong for a hand cannon. Feels like it should be more than that. Because like the Pepper Shaker has more range than that. So, kind of just like where it just needs to be tweaked a little bit. But 2.5 stars would be like the DPS I'd put it at. Was it like 18-ish thousand versus ENO6? And it's probably only like 2 stars if you're fighting the Snake.
And what would you say its versatility sits at?
Versatility, probably it can pretty much do it all. So I probably put it at 4. It's just the reason I only put it at 4 is just the range is just not high enough. That's like the main thing. It's just not high enough on the range.
Yeah, I find sometimes I pull the trigger and it's just not hitting targets far away. It's probably because of that short barrel, to be honest. It doesn't have a very long barrel. But what do you think about its efficiency? Where would you put it at?
It's highly efficient. 5 stars.
5 star?
It's highly efficient, yeah. I mean, you're able to just use conductors and just stay in vats and just pop heads. You'll see like when I did like a bounty solo with it, no issues at all. Nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really solid choice for bounties, for sure.
Yeah, it just kind of, you just click heads with it. You just be aggressive with it. It's not like meant to be like a sniping weapon. Just run at just run at everything with it. Kind of run and gun with it. And just make sure if an enemy comes up on you, just jump up and then crit them. Do not crit point blank with the explosion.
I noticed that it kills you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because the crit is applied to the explosive damage.
Yep, and it will just flat out kill you.
This is the weapon he's using. It's a quad, VATS enhanced, Swift, Conductors, Dom Pedro. And he does recommend using the Pinpointers 4-star legendary mod over Conductors if you're gonna try to single stage EN06. But besides that, he recommends running Conductors if you're just going to use it as a daily sidearm to whatever main weapon you use. It also has the 308 prime receiver, short barrel, aligned grip, and Fortunate 4 magazine. It also has the explosive penetration mod, which gives it bullets explode without having to put the bullets explode legendary mod. And it also gives it penetration up to 3 targets, meaning if you have 3 targets in a line and you fire into the first one, it will go through all 3 of them. And it won't always kill all 3 of them. It'll kill the first 2 targets and almost kill the last one from my experience. But you can also sometimes get triple headshots and flat out kill all 3 targets in a standing line, which is really neat. It's very satisfying when it happens. This is the armor set he's using. It's a full set of LUCID Intelligence Through Hikers Limit Breaking Union Power Armor. With the LUCID mod, it gives increased damage reduction up to 6% as you fill your feral meter, up to 36% overall damage reduction across the board, including ballistic damage, elemental damage, poison damage, etc. Now, if you don't have access to the LUCID mod yet, because it is a brand new mod, you could swap this out for Vanguards. It would be fine, or options like aristocrats and troubleshooters. This is the special points loadout. You'll need 7 strength, 13 perception, 6 endurance, 6 charisma, 4 intelligence, 10 agility, and 10 luck. For the special perk cards, we have Arms Keeper, Bandolier, Easy Target, and under perception we have Number Cruncher, Tormentor, Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, and Downranger. Number Cruncher is really important here, as with its high AP cost, we're actually getting a lot of damage out of Number Cruncher, since it gives us more damage the higher your AP cost is. Endurance, we have Life Giver, Starch Jeans, Bullet Shield, Glowing Gut, and Ironclad. Bullet Shield and Ricochet on the build so that you can use a heavy gun like a 50 cal or a Pepper Shaker to take this shield down on EN06 through reflective damage, and then swap to your Dom Pedro. Glowing Gut and Ironclad. Under Charisma, we have Strange in Numbers, Tenderizer, United Ordeal. Inspirational is being shared. Under Intelligence, we have Curator, Demolition Expert, Batteries Included, Field Surgeon, and First Aid. Under Agility, we have Gunslinger, Gunslinger Expert, Guerrilla Expert, Guerrilla Master, Gun Fu, Adrenaline. And under Luck, we have Better Criticals, Ricochet, 4-Leaf Clover, Critical Savvy, Faulty Spots, Glowing Criticals, and Wild West Hands. Legendary perk cards. So I'm not sure why he has an open legendary perk card slot, but on rank 5 he has no legendary perks. Legendary Endurance, Legendary Taking One for the team, Legendary Intelligence, Legendary Agility, and Legendary Luck. And maybe the Orange Cowboy can chime in the comment section below on why he's not running a 5th legendary perk here, and I'll pin it in the comment section. These are the buffs and mutations he's using with the build. Explosive Bobblehead, Guns and Bullets 3, Black-Eyed Susan Soothin', Company Tea, and Blight Soup. And Sunset Sarsaparilla. If you don't know what this is, it's actually a new buff that was added to the game recently. You can get it from any Sunset Sarsaparilla vending machine at player camps. It gives you plus 4 HP for 10 seconds and boosts the damage of non-heavy, non-energy weapons for 5 minutes. And for mutations, he's rocking Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, and Speed Demon Serum. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Myself or the Orange Cowboy will answer you. I'm Miss Glass, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG! I want to give a massive thank you and shout out to the Glass Gang who support the channel. I left our official Glass Gang membership link in the description if you want to see your name on the official Glass Gang roster. I also left our Discord link in the description. Also, there's no obligation to join the official Glass Gang to join our Discord. Thank you so much, everyone. GG!